Today, I'll show you how to quickly build a Gantt chart in Confluence using the built-in Roadmap Planner macro. If you want to visualize your project timeline, map out who's doing what, and track progress at a glance, all without needing advanced project management tools, you're in exactly the right place. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, straightforward roadmap that's easy for your whole team to follow. Let's dive in. First, let's get started by opening the page where you want your Gantt chart. In Confluence, you'll find a pencil icon at the top right of your page. Go ahead and click that. This switches your page into edit mode where you can add and arrange all your content. If you're new to editing in Confluence, don't worry. You can always undo changes or simply exit without saving if you make a mistake. Now we'll add the Roadmap Planner macro, which is Confluence's native tool for simple project timelines. This macro makes it really easy to lay out phases or key tasks, even if you're not a project management expert. When you're in the editor, just type a / and start typing Roadmap. You should see Roadmap Planner pop up in the menu. Click it to insert the macro into your page. Think of this as setting up your canvas. It's where your lanes and tasks will live. Inside the Roadmap Planner, you'll be working with lanes and bars. Lanes are the horizontal rows, like sections in your favorite to-do list. For example, you might have a design lane for your creative team and a development lane for your engineers. Adding lanes keeps your chart organized and everyone's contributions visible. To add a lane, just use the plus lane button inside the macro. Don't hesitate to create as many as makes sense for your project. Sometimes it helps to think about what groups or phases are most important. Next comes adding bars. These are the building blocks for your timeline. They represent the actual tasks or milestones. Click inside a lane and look for the plus bar button. When you add a bar, give it a descriptive name, something that makes sense to you and your team, like design wireframes or develop login feature. You can move these bars left or right to align them in the timeline, reflecting when each task begins and ends. Now let's configure the dates. Probably the most satisfying part, click and drag either end of a bar to stretch it out, making it start or finish on a specific date. This is how you show the effort and duration required for each task. If you realize a step is going to take longer, or you want to shuffle things around as schedules change, you can always adjust these bars later. It's very forgiving, and you don't need to get it perfect on the first try. Once you're happy with your chart setup, it's time to save and share it with your team. Click the blue Insert button beneath the macro and then hit Publish in the top right corner of your page. That's it, your roadmap is now live and visible to anyone who has access to the page. If you need to tweak details or add more tasks later, just head back into edit mode and update your roadmap. It's all designed to be flexible, reflecting real-world change. And there you go, a simple Gantt-style chart, all inside Confluence using the Roadmap Planner macro. This method is perfect for lighter projects, team overviews, or when you want a visual plan without the fuss of heavy-duty tools. If you found this tutorial helpful, give the video a like, drop a comment if you have any questions, and subscribe for more tips on getting the most out of Confluence and your favorite work tools. Thanks for watching and happy planning.